Desperately needing advice, husband told me he wants to try poly relationship after already having a girlfriend. New to Reddit and just created this to get some advice. I hope I am in the right community. Okay, so my husband, 43M, and I, 43F, have been married for 23 years. We have never dated or even kissed anyone else. Our story is long with ups and downs. I will try and make this short. But feel free to ask any Q as there's a lot of backstory. Okay, so as we have gotten older we have become more open-minded. For me in particular, just learning and breaking free of what society and religion have boxed as acceptable relationships. My husband has always felt like something was missing in his heart and mind, our whole marriage. There have been about 5 times in our relationship where he has met someone that helps a little bit of this hole. But as we were both clearly monogamous, I was very upset to the point of not being able to function, and we would take a break. And in the end we would always come back together. Nothing physical was ever done, but the emotional cheating was heartbreaking for me. I now have more of an open mind, however. He said after doing some research and soul searching that he feels like he needs more than one woman to be in a relationship with. But not in general, specifically a woman from 5 years ago who he had one of the connections with. She had cut it off because she wanted a physical relationship with him, but he couldn't cross that line, and because she was so upset her husband found out and they cut ties. But now he wants to date her and stay married to me. He said eventually he wants us both to be in equal types of relationship with him. And okay, I can think about this and see if it's something I would be comfortable with. The problem is things started back up with them seriously about 4 months ago. About a month ago they started making out and kissing, and he just told me about this today. He wasn't even going to mention the kissing. I had to ask him specifically. He said that he plans on having a full relationship with her, sex and all. His one is to be with me like we have been and have her as a girlfriend too. I am not sure how I feel about that. Poly is already something I had been pondering for myself, so I am wondering if maybe I had someone else as well. We could keep what we have and both be happier for it. So I am thinking on it. But it's really hard for me not to feel hurt over him already having someone, dating someone, and them making out, cuddling and kissing. All doing that without talking to me first. I am so furious, and also sad. To make matters worse, a year ago I fell really ill and have been on disability ever since. So I am having a really hard time trying to figure out what I want while trying to disregard if we aren't together anymore. How would I live and survive? He told me that he 100% will not stop seeing her and moving forward, but that he does want things to stay the same with us, and I can decide if that is what I want and to let him know. Am I putting too much importance on the kiss and overreacting on what he's done already? I also asked him would this be where we are all together, like knowing each other and around each other. But he said he doesn't see that working, that he wants his relationship with her totally separate and us not having anything to do with each other. Knowing each of us, he doesn't think it would work well. I need advice, please. I don't really have anyone to talk to. And I know Polly needs a lot of honesty and openness, but I can't help but feel like he's already broken that. IDK. Any advice or thoughts are greatly appreciated. Thanks. Update. That is the link to the original post. I hope I did it right. This is my first update. So, I have learned a lot about how he feels about and with this other woman. And I have done some soul searching. This is what I ended up doing. He claimed he wanted us both, separate but equal partners. And I sat with that for a bit. Then after some talks I realized I only had one every important cue. If he had to choose now, who would it be? I gave him an example. She came to him and said it was too hard on her to continue the open relationship and that she couldn't do it anymore. What would you do? Who would you stay with? And he wouldn't say the words, but he had the look on his face that said he would pick her. I told him that isn't a balanced relationship. That it isn't poly. That she holds all the power. That he will do whatever it is she wants because he has to be with her, so he will do anything she wants, including leaving me. So then I told him it wasn't fair to me. That his proposal would put me at the very bottom of importance, below both of them. I told him that's not fair to me. That I don't deserve to be someone's second, someone's back burner. And so I told him I couldn't stay with him. I packed a suitcase and stayed the night with my sister down the road. We met a couple times after that to go over logistics. I set a reasonable timeline for him to get stuff out of the house. I set the boundaries that I didn't want to see him and I didn't want any communication unless it was logistics like bills or rides for the kids. I haven't seen him since. It's been a very roller coaster time for me. We were together for 25 years. I found one person that he actually told the woman's name to. My ex never told me or anyone he thought might tell me. So his brother told me. I found her on IG and FB 2 days ago. Man, that was really hard to see who my spouse was dating. Seeing her adult daughter do a post that talks about how good a person she is. And I wanted so bad to say that her mom is the type of person who dates married men. I'm not going to. But I really want to message the girlfriend. Thinking I might spend some time crafting it over the next week and send it. I have quite the journey ahead of me. To all those who saw through his BS and called it what it was, cheating, and who encouraged me to leave him, and who were upset on my behalf, thank you. It was really eye-opening to have such a unanimous response to my post and helped give me the courage I needed. If anyone has any cue, feel free to ask. I just hope someday I can find someone who treats me as an equal, a partner, who would choose me over others.